to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Alex Sarr.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Ware in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Chris Middleton is out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr, then there's George, and it's Champagnie at small forward. And I know this is the part of the schedule where the grind of the regular season can wear players down, Brent.
Well, one of the things, BA, that can really help you out to accelerate this point of the year is go on a nice little winning streak. Win 4 or 5 in a row, and it kind of takes away what it is that the last maybe month has been in terms of the grind. You're celebrating some success that just pushes you towards the playoffs.
Now here's Adebayo. Hero right side. Shot clock at 5. Count that bucket.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Hero against Poole. Pass to Sarr. Back to Poole. With some arc. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Back to Wiggins. Hero outside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Poole. All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
He does not get the second one. Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. Sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, BA, it is spectacular.
Now here's Poole. He's coming off a 25-point game against New York. George for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Poole against Hero, and the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Team foul.
Here's Poole. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. George outside. The 3. Offensive rebound.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Hero outside. Wiggins outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami. As steady as Wiggins is across the board, it's his free throw percentage over the years hasn't reflected really how good a shooter he is.
And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, Poole has that ability, that one stride, full speed kind of player. Nice action there.
To the inside. Where? That's good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
The Wizards have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Poole, the pass to Sarr. And here's George. Middleton looking around. They set a pick. Fires the 3. Rebound Miami.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Pass to Hero. Wiggins with it. Back to Robinson. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Middleton passes to Poole. Here's Sarr from downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Hero against Poole. Wiggins outside. Here's the pick. Fires at the elbow. Rebound by Middleton. The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Snatched away. Robinson passes to Hero. It's Adebayo, high post. Back to Hero. 5 on the clock. Releases. The offensive rebound. Wiggins for 3. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
3-point.
Wiggins has got 5 points.
Wiggins making quick decisions with the ball, not wasting any time getting that shot off.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here to see who the top rookie rebounders have been over the last 10 games. Second is Alex Sarr.
You have to appreciate the energy he shows down in the paint, using his body well to push around the other guys and keep his position.
Miami on D. George outside. Pass to Middleton. Here's Champagnie, hounded by Adebayo. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up with the Bradley Beal trade. Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and you know, trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
He's off on the first. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Highsmith, he's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And he's good on the second. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Ware. To the middle. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Poole. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Hero. Three-pointer is up. Middleton hits the three-pointer.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Rozier gets the bucket.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Poole outside. The three ball. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Robinson. And stolen by Middleton. He goes up. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Well, coast to coast for Chris Middleton, finding some room and weaving his way for a deuce.
Here's Highsmith. To the paint. Here's Hero. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Pass to Champagny. Beyond the arc. Highsmith grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Hero. Rebound Washington. The Heat beat them last time when those two met at Miami.
It seemed like coming into that game, they looked a little off, and they never really hit their stride.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Here's Carrington. He's scoreless. Just 3 to shoot. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Middleton against Robinson. 3 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. Middleton's got 7.
Focus from Chris Middleton like he'd been there before. I don't know if he saw the defense. The results were good.
And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Assist goes
Great
to
teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And we've got a timeout from Ryan Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Get well and welcome, your Wizards Rangers.
Left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at Miami. Right now, they're in 10th place, hoping to get themselves into the playoff picture. And checking out Washington, they're 5 spots behind them. Heat on D. To the inside. Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. You got a long way to go.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
Now here's Poole. Puts it up. The rebound by Ware.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Hero outside. Pass to Highsmith. The 3. Drills it from deep.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for Washington. Trailing by 2. Here's Champagnie. Now Middleton. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Miami has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Back to Hero. And the layup falls. Hero's got 6.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Pass to Sarr. It's Middleton on the wing. There's a screen. Inside. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. Sarr misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Middleton from the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Washington. Holmes, he's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Champagnie. Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Smart subbed in for Poole. The Heat with the lead. Rozier with it. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. Washington has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the 3-point line in this first quarter. Smart against Rozier. Smart passes to Johnson. It's Smart on the wing. Pounded by Rozier. Shot is up. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Miami's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Wiggins finds Rozier. Shoots. And Holmes pulls it down.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Now here's Holmes. Yet to see a basket. And George gets it to go on the assist by Holmes.
Good look from the big man as Holmes gets it to the other guy and not forcing his shot.
Rozier, the pass to Highsmith. To the inside. The kick out to Wiggins. Love the screen on Johnson. Wiggins from long range. The rebound by the Wizards. Smart outside. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
What a show of strength by Holmes, going up hard and jamming it in.
Rozier outside. Here's Highsmith. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Washington.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Washington leading by 3. Setting the floor for the Heat. Terry Rozier is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Highsmith in at the 3, the small forward. Smart against Rozier. Fades back. Smart with a bucket. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Heat. Pass to Smart. Shoots over Rozier and misses it off the right side of the rim.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Wiggins from long range. Can't get it to drop. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Johnson passes to George. And George with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Rozier. That one doesn't drop. Smart with the defensive effort. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Washington. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Fast break Miami. And that one is hammered home.
Jaquez with an outstanding effort, not just night to night, but moment to moment.
Johnson against Wiggins. Johnson a screen on Rozier. Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Oh my goodness! Smart with a tough finish.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Rozier against Smart. Rozier, the pass to Highsmith. And here's Wiggins. Pass to Jaquez. Jacks up with 3. Counted from distance. Jaquez has got 5.
Yeah, in order to hit one from the corner, you have to get there first. Jaquez Jr. able to do that.
Up top, Holmes. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. He's off on that one.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Jaquez. And again, Miami with a triple.
And you can see Jaquez is getting more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Pass to Carrington. Smart with the ball. Pounded by Rozier. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against the Wizards, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And the first one at the line is good. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
And Washington making a change here. Thor's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in for Wiggins. And so Smart nails them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And here's Rozier. Lets it go from deep. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now. Smart finds Holmes. Here's Thor. Hawkes covers. Picked by Holmes. Here's Carrington. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Smart. It's stolen. It's stolen by Smart. Outside Johnson. Over Mitchell. And again, Washington, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And it's Washington with the ball. Following the bucket by the Heat. Smart outside. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Carrington. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Carrington's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Rozier. Pulls up. And again, it's Miami converting. Washington's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Smart against Mitchell. With the fadeaway. Smart with the bucket. Smart has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Rozier outside. Washington with a rebound. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Pass to Holmes. Picked by Holmes. To the paint. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Holmes can be a tough cover, especially in that 2-man game.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Here they come, DC Family. Wizards enter.
A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarr's checked in for Holmes. Champagnie comes in for Thor. Middleton is checked in for Johnson. And it's Poole in for Smart. Heat trail by 4. Here's Rozier. He's got 6. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Robinson against Poole. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero on the wing. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hero's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Pass to Champagnie. Middleton outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Well, Brent, the reputation of Duncan Robinson is as a shooter. He's added to his game.
A little bit, BA. It's still going to be shooter first, but Duncan doing a much better job of reading some of the double team in action coming at him to run him off the line. So that assist number, that's been growing.
The Wizards with a lead. To the middle. Here's Sarr, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Hero. 29 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Lets it go from 11. Here's Sarr. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Pass to Adebayo. Down low. Rozier. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a vicious slam by Rozier, really sticking it to them.
Got a piece of it. Poole against Robinson. To the inside. Here's Hero. Here's Ware. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Poole outside. Pass to Sarr. Middleton with it. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Middleton's got 15.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Deflected. They recover it. Robinson passes to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And Hero with the 3. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to review the game plan.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And Washington making a change here. George is checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Wiggins is checked in. George outside. Middleton against Robinson. Inside. Here's Champagnie. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Middleton's not a selfish player, always willing to share the wealth.
Hero with it. Poole picks him up. To the paint. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Poole. He's guarded by Hero. Here's Sarr. George feels it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Poole shot is off.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Middleton passes to George. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Again, the Heat misses. Wizards leading by 6. Sarr passes to Poole. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one belongs to Wiggins. He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
At the line for Washington, Justin Champagnie. taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Heat trail by 7. Wiggins passes to Hero. 40 seconds left in the second. That one goes. Count it. Hero's got 7 now in this quarter.
You feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
Wing shot on the way. Middleton, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He misses the free throw.
For the Heat. Where? 2 shots.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Washington leading by 5.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Poole against Hero. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Hero for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the Wizards closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Looking at Miami, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins. And now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
All right, switching things up here. It was a terrific first half showing for Chris Middleton.
Still unsung in some circles, Chris Middleton does so many things well for this team. Tremendous shooter, uses his length at both ends, and he's a winner.
And he's proven he can be that second star on a championship team.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Chris Middleton.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's Poole. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. George out there with Sarr. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keith. Now here's Robinson. No made baskets yet. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Adebayo with the rejection.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Middleton. Pure from three-point range. Middleton's got 18. Now Hero. They set the pick. Pulls it from the top of the key. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Yeah, and this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
Champagnie, the pass to Middleton. George, a screen on Robinson. Here's Middleton. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
That is tough, watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
Outside Robinson. Adebayo in the post. George defending. And Adebayo slams it in.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Poole outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got rebound number 11. Middleton against Robinson. It's Wiggins on the wing. Five on the clock. Kicks it to Hero. Over Poole. Hero, no good. Wizards leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Sarr. Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow. Boom. He jams it straight down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Hero. After the basket by Washington. Inside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Adebayo. Hero, screen on Middleton. And a nice finish on the layup. Robinson's gotten his first points in this one.
The hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense. And he found his shot.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Middleton.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Down low. Here's Champagnie. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 10-point game. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
And no doubt this is what happens to an aging player. And for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
And it's Washington with the ball. Miami making their last shot. To the inside. Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Great signs to see Chris Middleton have this kind of offensive output.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Hero, no good. Wizards leading by 10. To the paint. George's shot is off. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Hero on the wing. Adebayo, a screen on Poole. Hero. And he hits the jumper. Hero's got 21 points in the game.
Such a smooth shooter. Assertive Hero right now on offense.
Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. Let's go with a 3. And Hero grabs the board. Heat trail by 8. And he's going for the lob. It's tipped. Here's Champagnie, hounded by Wiggins. Champagnie, the pass to Middleton. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. The Wizards in 5th.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. To the wing, right side. Pass to Wiggins. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight. Washington leading by 5. Now here's Poole. He's got 5. Poole floating in for the slam. He's electric.
And at the pool party, sometimes you get dunked.
The Heat have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Over to the left wing. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Hero for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
George, a screen on Hero. Poole from long range. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Adebayo for 3. And it's Poole with a rebound. Poole gets it in close.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Ware. Hero outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Hero's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Poole outside. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Poole. There's a screen. This one for 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
Poole pretty active there in the pick and roll, opportunistic scorer in those sets.
And here's Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Poole against Hero. Pass to Ware. It's Wiggins on the wing. Here's the 3. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Middleton outside. Back to Poole. Now here's George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wiggins outside. And there's the lob. Got a hand on it. Here's Champagnie. He has 6. Pass to Poole. Here's Sarr. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Heat trail by 6. Outside Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. He's got 5. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Holmes. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And really over the last couple years, Bam getting more comfortable in that mid-range. And we're seeing the results of his hard work pay off.
Down low. Here's Poole. And Poole fighting through contact.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Adebayo against Holmes. From 8 feet away. Outside for Rozier. Jaquez, the pass to Mitchell. Adebayo sets a screen. Second chance shot. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Poole, and it's Washington with another.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mitchell against Smart. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rashawn Holmes picks one up.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And when you look at Rozier, such a fantastic scorer, a gear-shifting, talented guard who continues to improve.
Rozier against Johnson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Anderson.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for the Wizards, Johnson. 2 shots.
First one falls. Vukcevic, he's checked in for Thor. And Johnson drops them both. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Rozier with it. 11 points in the game. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Washington. Holmes has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Johnson. Back to Smart. Rozier against Johnson. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Rozier. And the layup is good. Rozier's got 13 now.
This guy is a fighter. Rozier, just a workhorse who enjoys scoring on the aggressive coverage.
Smart outside, lets the three fly, and Smart nails the triple.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Rozier outside. Pass to Anderson. His first shot coming late, and Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Johnson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Rozier looking around, shoots over Johnson. Rozier gets the bucket. Rozier's got 7 points for the quarter. And so it's Washington closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. They trail by 7, setting the floor for the Heat. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Terry Rozier. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Highsmith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Johnson. Here's Carrington. Back to Johnson. Over Rozier. Jaquez grabs the board.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Rozier. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington leading by 7. Pass to Holmes. Here's Gill. Holmes, a screen on Jaquez. To the middle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And Rashawn using his length that time to his advantage. Excellent job of getting that foul.
Rashawn Holmes.
That free throw good from Holmes.
He struggled early on, but this is a much improved part of Rashawn Holmes' game.
And so he hits both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Heat trail by 9. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Rozier. Got it from about 16 feet. Rozier's got 9 points now in the second half.
Check out Rozier striking from mid-range. Maybe catching the defense off guard a little.
It's Smart on the wing. Check by Mitchell. Johnson on the wing. From behind the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holmes. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Mitchell against Smart. Mitchell, the pass to Rozier. Gets a very good look and converts. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Holmes, a screen on Mitchell. Back to Holmes. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart has got 3 assists in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Mitchell. Rozier outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Wizards. Holmes has got rebound number 11. Right side Johnson. It's Smart on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell grabs a miss. Heat trail by 7. Pass to Jaquez. And he banks in the layup.
And the balance Jaquez Jr. has is impressive. That's tough trying to knock him off his kilter.
Johnson against Rozier. And here's Johnson. Holmes, a screen on Rozier. To the inside. And there's Holmes on the assist by Johnson.
And this is why you see Richaun Holmes at the very top of those field goal percentage leaderboards at the end of the year.
Rozier outside. No good from outside. Wizards leading by 7. Inside. Mitchell against Smart. Pass to Johnson. Here's Carrington. Back to Johnson. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3. And now it's a 10-point Wizard lead.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Mitchell, the pass to Anderson. Back to Mitchell. Anderson with a screen on Smart. From deep, Mitchell gets the 3 to fall.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Gill. Here's Carrington. Now here's Holmes. Stolen by Anderson. And here they come. Rozier, the pass to Jaquez. Gill grabs the board.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for 2, Johnson.
Free throw drops for Johnson. So Miami ends up going with a new group. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Johnson against Wiggins. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Hero's got 13 in the second half. Pass to George. Middleton outside. Back to George. And here's Middleton. Launches it. And Hero grabs the board. 3-pointer. No good on the shot.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Now here's George. Here's the pick. Pull for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Heat trail by 4. Wiggins looking around. Here's Adebayo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Adebayo on the inside knows he has to go up hard. He's going to get hit, and he forces the D to do it that time.
Bam Adebayo at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now, the two-way aspect of what Bam Adebayo brings to an NBA court, that's what you have to appreciate. He's so well-rounded as a player, and teams would love to have that kind of ability.
Champagny, he's checked in for Washington. And both free throws good for Adebayo. Now Middleton. Pass to Poole. Now George. There's the triple. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Adebayo from long range. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Yeah, with his 6'7" height and consistent shot, Chris Middleton is so tough. I mean, we're seeing another big night from him.
Here's Ware. Pass to Hero. It's Wiggins on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Hero, no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
George passes to Middleton. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. And it's a 7-point Washington lead.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
To the middle with a 9-footer. Washington with a rebound. Poole's got his 5th rebound in this one. Middleton, right side. Shoots over Robinson. And that one hits the back iron. Heat trail by 7. Hero on the wing, guarded by Poole. Adebayo, a screen on Poole. Hero for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Hero's got 16 in the second half.
You could tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Pass to Champagny. George outside. Here's Middleton. Takes a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Middleton's got 30 points.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Now here's Adebayo. Wiggins has space. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. BA?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Poole against Hero. Pass to Middleton. Here's Sarr. Back to Middleton. And there's a pick. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
Poole against Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Poole. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And the power of Adebayo. Get off me.
At the line for the Heat, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Pass to Sarr. George with it. Here's Sarr. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Cavaliers. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Washington, Sarr. Shooting 1.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. 8-point game. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Hero's got 33 points.
Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
Here's Poole, kicks it to George. Fires in the triple.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's Hero. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. An easy 2 on the layup.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Poole against Hero. And that one drops for him. And the Wizards lead by 9.
The effort has to be better defensively. Easy deuce.
Hero for 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's Middleton on the wing. Robinson defending. Middleton, no good. And the Heat with possession. Here's Hero. Sarr pulls it in. Middleton, right side. Banked it in off the glass. Middleton's got 32 points in the game.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
And that one's good. Cool.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Allie LaForce, and Grant